It was my second semester at Washington State University. It was a Tuesday, February 25th, 2014. I had just woken up and gotten out of bed. It was about 8 a.m. and my roommate had already started getting ready. And we heard a knock at the door. And typically people would just barge in after they knocked when you live in a dorm. And this time it was different. They just knocked louder until finally my roommate went to the door and answered. And I heard my name, and they just heard this deep voice say, "Where is Abigail Shane? I need to talk to Abigail Shane." And I peek my head around the corner and I see a police officer standing there in my front door. And behind him was an RED of my hall. Obviously, I thought I was in trouble. I was like, they are at the wrong door. I am a good person. This police officer should not be here. And he looked at me and he asked again, "Are you Abigail Shane?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he looked at me and said, "You need to call your parents right now." And me, being stubborn, looked at him and was like, "Why? Why do I need to call my parents? What's wrong? What's going on?" And he just kept on saying, "No, I can't tell you what's going on. You need to call your parents." And I knew something was obviously wrong, but I was still being stubborn, and I refused to call my parents until he told me what was going on. So finally, after about 5 minutes of arguing, he just stopped. And he looked down at the floor and he said, "A chaplain should be here to tell you this, not me. But you need to call your parents. Your brother has passed away." I immediately dropped to the floor. I started shaking and crying, and I went and reached for my phone and called my parents in disbelief, honestly. And my dad answers right away, and I'm crying, and I can hear my mom wailing in the background, and my dad was just quiet. And all he said was, "I don't know, baby girl. I don't know what happened. He's gone." This moment changed my life forever. It's been about 3 years since he's been gone, and I feel like I'm stuck in the same rut where I'm going through the same routine. Every day, the same things happen at the same time. Wake up, make coffee, get dressed, go to school, go to work, eat, sleep, repeat. It's like you're on a stationary bike, and no matter how hard you pedal and no matter how difficult the obstacle is, you end up on the same bike, in the same routine, pedaling harder, working harder, but going nowhere. And no matter the amount of effort you put into climbing that mountain, that obstacle, your bike still hasn't moved. Your life still hasn't continued. You're just stuck. You feel as if your life is going nowhere. The memories, the trauma, the horror, your story will never change. I like to think I'm a fighter, a champion of life per se, much like he was. People have told me to just give up, go home, you have every excuse. I think you should take a break from school. I feel so bad for her. How does someone continue on after something like that? I can't help you. Maybe you should go to counseling. This is just an excuse for you to get out of work. I think you're lying. Can you prove to me that this actually happened? I saw this and thought of you. Hope you're doing okay. I'm so sorry for your loss. Why can't you just move on? Just stop. Stop telling me and reminding me how much this sucks. I know it does. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't push me down. Stop tearing down my potential because of this. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. This is my story. I can't move on. Thinking of you reminds me that you defeated all odds. When the world said you couldn't do it, that you didn't have the capability, you proved them wrong. You never gave up. You walked, you talked. When the world said it would never be possible, you did the impossible. You were a miracle and inspire me every day. You inspire me to find joy every day, even when it seems impossible. So we're not giving up. How could we? Even though on the outside it often looks like things are falling apart on us, on the inside, we are continually growing and changing. These hard times are small potatoes compared to the coming good times, the lavish celebration prepared for us. There's far more that meets the eye. The things we see now are here today and gone tomorrow, but the things we can't see will last forever.